This is Friday Cheers, Artist Confidential with Dawes.
This is Artist Confidential for Friday Cheers Week 6. I am Chad Brown, and I am here with the impeccable Dawes. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
If you guys could go around the room, introduce yourself, and then say what you do for the band.
I'm Tay, I play keyboards.
I'm Taylor, I play guitar.
Wiley, I play bass.
I'm Griffin, and I play drums.
So I know you guys have just gotten to Richmond, spent maybe half a day here. What can you tell me about what you think or what you've heard about Richmond or things you know about Richmond? What's the impression so far?
I've heard that it's there's quite a foodie community here.
Where'd you hear that?
I don't know. It's just in passing.
Someone told me there was an art school, really great art school.
There is a really great art school.
It's also really clean. As when we were driving to the hotel today, over the bridge and all these sidewalks and wherever I was.
And where are you guys staying?
In the bus.
We were sleeping in
there's
the
like
area. We showered at the Hilton.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
The only town with Class 4 river rapids running through the downtown, right?
That's very true. Yeah.
Whoa.
That's pretty
Ride
good.
I read that in the book somewhere.
Right.
Class 4, that's pretty serious.
So I guess I want to talk about the record that was released last year. It was very well received by publications across the board. I mean, you guys had everything from Rolling Stone listing you guys at 35, Best Album of the Year, to Pace Magazine at number 8. How does that make you guys feel, or how did you guys react to that, as far as I could see, pretty much critically acclaimed responses from some pretty normally harsh critics in the indie community?
Yeah. Well, normally we really try to, if we're going to go out of our way to make sure that we don't take the negative stuff to heart, because there's always going to be negative stuff, and there always has been. I feel like we owe it to ourselves and on our senses of ourselves to make sure we don't take the positive stuff too seriously either, and use both the negative and the positive to remind ourselves that we're doing it to merely express ourselves as accurately as we can. So sometimes that'll mean it's something that someone else doesn't like or someone else really likes, and obviously we want people to like it, but we also can't let the opinions of just a few people bring us down or build us up, because we'll end up just it'll end up betraying us one way or the other.
Of course. So you guys have played some really big gigs in the last 12 months. You guys did South by Southwest. You guys did Bonnaroo like 6 days ago, or 7 or 8 days ago, and you guys did Dylan Fest, I believe. What is the biggest difference between playing something huge like Dylan Fest or Bonnaroo, where you've got literally, potentially thousands of people who have never heard your name before watching, versus playing a smaller market and a smaller gig? I know you guys played North Carolina last night. You got Richmond tonight, where maybe it's not as large on paper as of a gig. What's the biggest difference for the band playing those larger gigs versus playing, something smaller like this?
Well, when we're in a smaller room, like a club, then we'll or even a theater or something, if we're lucky enough to be playing in a theater, then we'll end up focusing on really showing the different kinds of songs we play. Whereas when we're on an outdoor daytime festival stage, where we keep the energy up as much as we possibly can, because I feel like that's what people feed on more out there. Like when we start getting into certain ballads and stuff at a place like Coachella or Bonnaroo, I feel like people might walk away. So yeah, it's really all about keeping the energy high when it's a festival, and because when you are playing for a big crowd like that, you have to make it just as entertaining for the guy that can barely see you, because we're not on these big screens or anything like that. So, but it's also like I feel like each show can be such a exponentially beneficial or detrimental experience. Things would have to go terribly wrong for it to be something where it spreads, some negativity starts spreading. But when you play a good show, and even if it's just a handful of people, if it's the right handful of people that are willing to talk to their friends and inspire other people to give something a consideration, the benefits can sometimes never stop. It's great.
Is there a band that you guys would like to tour with in the next 12 months that you haven't before?
There are a lot of bands, but sure we'd love to tour with. As far as like having somebody open up for us, a friend of ours from LA, Father John Missy, just made a record. It's really great. And hopefully we can play some shows together at some point.
That record is fantastic.
Yeah.
Any other?
Or
someone you'd like to open for, ideally, like if you had control.
Yeah,
Wilco would be good.
Wilco would be huge. We played some festivals with them, but never like open for them. That'd be a dream come true. We recently got to do that with My Morning Jacket, and that was another dream come true. And we did that with Bright Eyes and Immord, and so a lot of big people that have been heroes to us. That it's like, wow, now we're getting to be a part of their family. It's really cool.
Right.
But yeah, Wilco. I mean, obviously, then there's obviously some, long shots like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers or something like that. But Bruce Springsteen. But we're actually playing a festival with Bruce Springsteen in Europe coming up, so we're really excited about that.
Excellent. So what I have is I have a shrimp and grits from local restaurant Lady Nolan's, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna pass these around and get you guys to take a bite or two, however you feel comfortable, however much you feel comfortable taking, and it's gonna be kind of a nod to the foodie community of Richmond. People in Richmond who just take food very seriously. Every bite, every meal they take has to be broadcasted to everybody and has to be perfect. So if you guys could kind of taste this and then kind of give me a very in-depth, over-the-top review.
And this is supposed to be like the best shrimp and grits?
This is some of the best shrimp and grits, definitely in Richmond. I can't speak for other places, but certainly some of the best in Richmond. So if you guys want to just give that a taste and then kind of give your review and what you think.
Tasty Tay, tasting it up.
Colin. Tell me about it.
Is it good?
Wow. The grits are really good consistency.
That's a hard thing to find.
It's hard. Really, the consistency of the grits is good. And the shrimp's perfectly cooked. Has a nice crunch, but not, overdone.
Also, I haven't seen a lot of shrimp and grits with peppers on it.
Go at it.
It's really good.
It's really good. Get some more.
Bite.
I'm gonna have another little bite too. One more shrimp.
You're gonna be mindful of the little bacon bits. He doesn't eat meat. But he loves shrimp and
I
grits.
got a big old shrimp and grit bite here.
The seasoning.
Great, huh?
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm gonna try the
really
grits
good.
first, just to get a vibe. Okay.
So you guys get to eat a lot of different.
Yeah, we
actually like to eat, as a band, I think that we eat really well.
Yeah,
Wow.
we like always look for like a real nice breakfast spot or a nice dinner spot, and sometimes we even take it too far.
Yeah.
In Asheville, we outdid ourselves.
This is
I'd
definitely
say.
the best shrimp and grits I've ever had.
Lady New Orleans. Is that how you say
Lady
it?
Nolan's, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's really good.
Incredible.
They have a fantastic brunch. I know you guys are.
It's
We're
too
not
bad.
supposed to finish the whole thing.
No, I'm saying you can have. We have another whole container of that if you guys like to have it. It's seriously, it's all for you guys.
Sweet.
Really good.
So if you guys had to rate that from 1 to 10, and why?
I mean, relative to the shrimp and grits that I've had in my lifetime, 10.
Okay, excellent.
But also, I have to say, as far as shrimp and grits goes, I'm an amateur.
Okay, that's fair.
You can say that again. I'll give it a 10 too.
I like all the business with it. The peppers and the bacon. That's not something.
I don't know. I mean, how can it get any better?
You have
Yeah,
shrimp and grits.
it's
in
not
the
too
mouth.
cheesy, but it's good. It's the best.
The other great shrimp and
It's
grits.
very distracting.
I
I'm
had
going
a
to play a
shrimp
show
and grits
soon, and now
Right.
I want to be thinking about
Oh yeah, in
shrimp and grits.
Atlanta.
And that's
this
that's courtesy of Lady Nolan's.
Thank you, Lady Nolan's.
Thank you,
Thank
Lady
you for that.
My lady!
So guys, thank you so much for joining us. You guys are about to take the stage. This is Dawes. They're here for week 6 of Friday Cheers with Sarah Watkins. Next week we have the wonderful Alabama Shakes, and I am Chad Brown for Artist Confidential.
Sun that's always sits on me, be the same to rise tomorrow, to see how far I've come. These days we sworn times to bottom and keep the TV on, to see how far we've come. To peak and shore to shore, this is all I was ever for, to see how far we've come. California's green. I reach out for my brother to see how far he's come. Before that drum came to break my heart, I call on her new lover to see how far she's come.
Listen, going after you on the day that you have. For the 1,000 ways they ask if you're okay. Because whatever accident you feel, it's only gonna play into the doubts and be just half of what is behind every word you say. So if you finally wrote that heartbreak song that the experts never could, or if you just wanted someone to listen to you play, well, fire away. My suitcase in my hand, and when I'm standing still, I seem to disappear. But maybe that's how I found you. Maybe that taught me exactly what I want. Maybe meeting you this far away from home is what makes it all so clear.